Welcome to Army Man channel. Today we are going to rank the top 10 best and deadliest special forces in the world. Special Forces and Special Operations Forces (SOF) are military units trained to conduct special operations. NATO has defined special operations as military activities conducted by specially designated, organized, selected, trained and equipped forces using unconventional techniques and modes of employment. Forces may perform functions including airborne operations, counterinsurgency, counterterrorism, foreign internal defense, covert ops, direct action, hostage rescue, high-value targets manhunt, intelligence operations, mobility operations, and unconventional warfare. Number 10. The GSG-9, also known as the Border Protection Group 9, is the tactical unit of the German Federal Police. Its capabilities include hostage rescue, counter-terrorist, and high-risk arrests. They are also known for developing new tactics and methods for such missions. The unit was established in response to the 1972 Munich Olympics massacre, during which 11 Israeli nationals were killed along with a German police officer. Number 5. Delta Force 1st SFODD, USA. In recent years, the name, Delta Force, has become synonymous with the Special Forces. It has practically become a household name. However, it was not supposed to be this way. Delta Force, officially 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, is a secretive special operations force raised to engage high-value targets and perform counter-terrorism, hostage rescue, and recon operations. The idea of such a unit was suggested by Charles Beckley, a Special Forces officer, who had served as an exchange officer with the British Army's Special Air Service 22 SAS Regiment during the Malayan Emergency. Number 8. WGROM is one of the 6 special operations units under Poland's Special Troops Command and one of the world's most elite special forces. GROM operators have earned the nickname, the Surgeons, due to their expansive medical training and mission efficiency. It was established in 1990. GROM took inspiration from other elite forces like British SAS, United States Delta Force, and SEALs during its initial years. Notable deployments and missions. The existence of JWGROM was not known to the public until it was first reported in the news in 1992 and received widespread recognition in 1995 after its first significant military operation in Haiti. GROM was a critical component of the Polish contingent in the 2003 invasion of Iraq, responsible for securing important assets and counterinsurgency operations. In Afghanistan, GROM operators were commended for their effectiveness during missions and training Afghan National Police. Number 7. Sayeret Matkal, Israel. Sayeret Matkal, or General Staff Reconnaissance Unit, is a special forces unit of the IDF Israel Defense Forces. It was created after the infamous Kibaya massacre and the subsequent dismissal of Unit 101, IDF's only dedicated special force at that time other than the Navy's Shayetet 13. Essentially a recon or intelligence gathering unit, Israel's Sayeret Matkal can operate deep behind the enemy lines. It is also tasked with hostage rescue and counter-terrorist operations. Before 1974, Sayeret Matkal was solely responsible for domestic rescue missions but was relieved from its responsibilities after the formation of YAMA, Israel's National Counterterrorism Unit. Notable missions and operations. The success of Operation Entebbe in 1976 demonstrated the reach and capability of Sayeret Matkal to the world. On July 4, about 100 Israeli commandos, including Sayeret Matkal operators in the main assault role, stormed Uganda's Entebbe airport and rescued more than 100 hostages. Number 6. Special Air Service Regiment, Australia. The Special Air Service Regiment, or SASR, is one of the most respected special operations forces in the world. It is a component of the Special Operations Command of the Australian Defence Force (ADF) and was created on the 24th of July 1957 as a company based on the principles of British SAS. It gained regimental status in 1964. After its establishment, SASR gradually gained field experience from various Special Forces units of the service's Reconnaissance Department that were operational during the Second World War. SASR operators are trained to conduct covert and surveillance missions with small teams and conduct full-scale raids in large groups. Alongside a specialist counter-terrorist capability, SASR's other responsibilities include training local forces and rescuing Australian nationals from hostage situations. Notable deployment. SASR has been deployed in Borneo 1965, Vietnam 1968, Cambodia 1997, Kuwait 1998, and East Timor 1999 as part of the UN peacekeeping force. In Afghanistan, it played a key role in multiple military operations, including Operation Slipper and Operation Anaconda. Number 5. Delta Force 1st SFODD, USA. In recent years, the name, Delta Force, has become synonymous with the Special Forces. It has practically become a household name. However, it was not supposed to be this way. Delta Force, officially 1st Special Forces Operational Detachment Delta, is a secretive special operations force raised to engage high-value targets and perform counter-terrorism, hostage rescue, and recon operations. The idea of such a unit was suggested by Charles Beckwith, a Special Forces officer, who had served as an exchange officer with the British Army's Special Air Service 22 SAS Regiment during the Malayan Emergency. He proposed a highly adaptable and autonomous force that specializes in covert missions. In an interview, former Delta Force operator Paul Howe stated about the high attrition rate of his Delta selection course. Out of his 2 classes totaling 240 candidates, only 12 to 14 completed the course. Number 4. Alpha Group, Russia. Some of you might be wondering what about Spetsnaz. You should know that Spetsnaz is a general term used for all the Soviet-Russian special forces. Alpha Group, officially known as Directorate A of the FSB Special Purpose Center, was established by the Soviet KGB in 1974 to execute counter-terrorist operations and provide a security layer for the Soviet leadership. At present, Alpha Group officially operates under the Federal Security Service (FSB), Russia's internal security agency. The Alpha Group operators are considered as one of the most aggressive in the world. During the Soviet era, the Alpha Group took part in armed interventions in Afghanistan, Lebanon, and the Baltic region. Domestically, it has taken part in almost every major anti-terrorist hostage operation, including the Moscow Theater siege in 2002 and the Beslan school siege in 2004. Number 3. Shayetet 13 Israel. Shayetet 13 is the Special Forces unit of the Israeli Navy, extremely proficient in counterinsurgency, maritime sabotage, search and rescue, and recon missions. It is one of the oldest and most respected special operation forces in the world, on par with the likes of British Special Boat Service and U.S. Navy SEALs. Notable operations. Since its formation in 1964, Shayetet 13 had been involved in nearly every major Israeli war, including the Six-Day War 1967 and War of Attrition, during which it assisted Scariest Matkal against Egyptian forces. Shayetet 13 operators took part in the 1973 Israeli raid on Lebanon, in which IDF forces, with assistance from Mossad, Israeli intelligence agency, attacked several high-ranked leaders of Palestine Liberation Organization in Black September in Lebanon. It is considered a part of Operation Wrath of God, launched by Israel in retaliation to the 1972 Munich massacre perpetrators. Number 2. Navy SEALs, the United States. Navy SEALs, short for United States Navy Sea, Air, and Land Teams, were created in 1962 as a part of the Naval Special Warfare Command and the United States Special Operation Command. Although one can trace their roots to World War II, the Vietnam War of 1961 saw the actual birth of the modern-day SEAL. Notable deployments. In the last few decades, Navy SEALs have been deployed in active war zones, including the Iraq invasion in 2003. Operation Neptune Spear was, without a doubt, the greatest achievement of the Navy SEALs. Their training methods are incredibly harsh and often described as brutal. An average SEALs candidate spends more than a year in a remarkable physical and mental training program before getting enlisted. Number 1. Special Air Service SAS, United Kingdom. The Special Air Service SAS is one of the oldest and perhaps the best special forces that serve Britain. It was formed in 1941. The Special Air Service is composed of 3 units: 22 SAS Regiment, the regular unit, 21 SAS Artists R, and 23 SAS Reserve units reserves. 22 SAS Regiment has 4 active squadrons, A, B, D, and G. Each squadron contains more or less 65 men, categorized into 4 troops. Each troop has a separate headquarters section that is guided by a captain. Notable deployments. British SAS played a significant role during the war in Afghanistan. During a joint rescue operation with U.S. Special Forces, codenamed Jubilee, the SAS operators successfully rescued the hostages without any casualties from Badakhshan province in Afghanistan. The importance of the British SAS can be judged by the single fact that many of the powerful special forces overseas were initially based on SAS principles. One good example is the American Delta Force.